Hi guys, I hope you are having a great week so far. Thank you all for your comments on the video that I did about what my plans were for YouTube on 2014, and I asked for some of your requests and I ran some ideas by you guys, and I read all of your comments. I didn't write back on all of them. Only because I know you guys were giving me ideas, and I plan to address those either in a question and answer video if they were just some questions, or I will definitely take into consideration the things that you recommended, and I do plan to do a lot of those videos. Some of them might not be for a while, but I definitely plan to do a lot of the things that you have mentioned, or I will definitely answer some of your questions in a future question and answer video. So in case you're wondering, my hair does look different. People often comment on things like that. I just got my hair cut today, and she's able to get it really smooth with a hair dryer and everything, and people always style your hair a little bit different, so that's why it looks different. It's cut pretty much the same. I just got a little trim and a little bit thicker bangs, but pretty much the same hairstyle. So yeah, I just thought I would mention in case you were wondering why my hair looks so different. But today, for the Wednesday organizing videos that I plan to do, I wanted to share with you my binder. Some people call this like a home management binder. I've heard it called a control binder or control journal, but basically it's a binder where I keep a lot of things that help me to stay organized, and I will show you each section and what I have in there. I love having this. I've had this for probably about 12 years or so, and I've kept it and I use it all the time. I look at it pretty much every single day for one reason or another. And because I've kept it for 12 years, you know that it definitely works for me. You might already have your own binder that you've put together, but maybe you'll find some tips on things. I didn't follow like anyone's exact plan for a binder. I know there are a lot of different people who, lay out plans for these. I didn't follow one specific way. I just found what works for me. So even if you do have a binder that you keep a lot of things in, maybe you'll find some new tips. And I always find tips from other people, even though I might have a certain thing organized or whatever. I like to see how other people do them. So like I mentioned, this is so helpful to me and one of the things that keeps me most organized, so I definitely wanted to share this with you. And I'm just going to grab the camera, that way I can show you everything really closely and you'll be able to see exactly what I'm trying to show you. This is the binder that I have. I think it's like 1.5 inches. It's just a basic binder. You can definitely label it and add a cover if you would like. I keep mine in my desk drawer, and there isn't much else in that drawer, so I didn't really need to design or cover or anything because I know exactly what it is. So one of the first things I have inside is a pouch for coupons, and I have 2 separate pouches. The first one, I keep all of my coupons for clothing stores and home goods stores, and I keep any like Old Navy cash or Kohl's cash in there, and that way it's right in the front and I see it and I don't forget about it. And I can grab these if I want to go to a store, and that way they're not in my purse getting torn or wrinkled. They're not lying around the counter. They're all in here and I know where to look for them. And I also have one for restaurant coupons. There isn't anything in there, but sometimes we'll have coupons for different restaurants that we like to go to, and I just put those in there, and that way they don't get lost. Or the same thing with the clothing store coupons, they're not lying around or stuffed in my purse somewhere. And then this binder just has this clear pouch here, and I just have my Ulta catalog that I haven't had a chance to look through, and there is a coupon on the back, but I just keep it there so that when I have a chance to look at it, it's right there. So all of my coupons and things are together, and I can definitely put any sales ads or anything that I want to look at in the future right in here. And then now some things I did have to cover up just to keep my address or other people's address or sensitive information covered. So in case you see anything covered, that I'm sharing pretty much all of it, but just in case you see something covered. The next thing I have is my goals, and I have shared my goals with you guys if you would like to see those, my 2014 goals, and I just have them all typed out, and I put them in these clear protective sheets, and that way I can review them often. I don't forget about them, and so they're right at the front like I mentioned in my video, so I can always see those. And the next section I have some different tab dividers here. I have to do and to purchase, and I just have some handwritten sheets here. I have a to-do list here at the top, and this is just for things that I'm not going to do that day, or maybe not even that particular week, but they are things that I don't want to forget to do. So I need to schedule my boys' dentist appointment, and I added that to my list because we have basketball games and everything, and it's just hard to schedule around, and they aren't due quite yet, but I didn't want to forget to schedule their appointment. So I just write things like that. Like if there's any appointments that I need to set, I will just write it here, and then when I get a chance to schedule appointments, I have my list right there. If there are things that I need to get to around the house that I might not get to that day, but they might be things that take a little time, I will add those to my list. So I have get rid of old phones and computers, and I just need to figure out exactly where I need to get rid of them. So that's on my list, just things I don't want to forget about, but they might not be taken care of for a couple weeks or something. And then I have house projects, and I just put things on here that we need to do around the house. If there's anything that needs to be fixed, but doesn't need to be fixed like maybe right away, I'll add that. If there's a certain project that we want to do in the spring or summer, I'll just add that here. And that way we have a list of things. If there's things that I need my husband to do, I'll just write them there. And that way I don't have to keep them on my mind all the time. They're all written out and right here. And then also in this section I have to purchase. So I just have a sheet here, and I broke it down into home and then each person in our family. So I just write down things that I want to purchase for our home. They might be things that I just haven't found the particular one that I want yet. I need to wait for a sale or wait until I have the money to get them. So I just have that written down there, and that is great to keep in mind, especially if you are someone who likes to shop, and that way you're spending your money on things that you need before you purchase things that you just want. And then I just have my boys' names and just a couple of things that when I find them on sale or find things that we like, we can pick those up. And then I have myself. And I just did my clothing haul yesterday, and I mentioned things that I was looking for and was able to purchase when I got gift cards for Christmas. So I have a few more gift cards, and I just have some things that I want to make sure that I look for when I get a chance and have the money. So I just have that there. It keeps it from being in my mind. I don't have to constantly try to remember things. It's right there. The next section I have is my detailed cleaning list, and I do plan to do some videos about this and go into a lot more detail. But a lot of times people have in their binders or home management binders or whatever you want to call it, their cleaning schedule. I don't have my cleaning schedule in here only because I know it and I don't really need to have it written down or anything, but that is very helpful if you are creating a new cleaning schedule, to have it written down, and that way you know everything that you need to do in a day or in a week. I do plan to share a lot of those things with you and just the different things I do each day, each week. And then I have my home broken up into zones, and I created my own zones. I did get the original idea from Fly Lady, but I don't follow the way that she does her zones. I don't even follow her particular zones. I went through my home and selected the zones that I wanted to work on and the things that I wanted to do. So I'm going to go over these things eventually and show you exactly what I do and how often. And basically I work in one zone a week for about 15 minutes Monday through Friday, and that way I can get all of those detailed cleaning things done that don't need to be done every week or whatever. But it's just so helpful, and I've been doing that for probably 12 years or so, maybe even longer, and it's just really helpful. My next section is my YouTube section, and I have that covered because of course I don't want to give away all of the things that I'm going to do videos on, but this is just a section for me to kind of plan videos, jot down ideas, jot down the things that you guys have mentioned that you want to see, and that way it's all in one spot. I don't have like little slips of paper where I wrote things down all over the house, and this just helps me when I am planning, just to have it all in one place. My next section is Christmas, and I did go over this section in detail in another video, and I will link that below just in case you're interested, or if you're watching this video later on and it's around Christmas time, you can check that video out. But it's pretty much empty because I will need to refill in those sheets probably in November, and I just took out the ones for Christmas this year. The only thing that I have is another clear pouch. Again, I purchased this just at the Dollar Tree, and I just keep all of the Christmas gift receipts in here, and that way if anyone needs to return anything, I have the receipts right here and they're not filed in something where it might be hard to find, and I will just throw all of these away in a couple months, and that way this will be empty for next Christmas. The next section is project, and I'm not really working on any projects at the moment. You can use this for maybe you're redecorating a room in your house and you have different ideas. You need to make a list of things that you want to purchase. You've clipped things out of magazines or whatever. You can keep those all right behind your project tab. And then I also have a clear pouch again for things like receipts or paint samples or things like that, and that way it's all here, not lying all over the house, and it's really easy to find, and it will keep you organized as you're working on a project. Another thing that you could use this project section for is something like if you're planning a birthday party, you can keep all of the things there, jot down all your ideas and keep it in one spot. You could use it for things like if you're planning a baby shower for a friend or a family member, or a wedding shower, different things like that, and that way everything's together and it's not just, you know, lying on the counter all over, and you keep it all together and it will help keep you organized. So that is my binder. I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions on anything that I showed, feel free to ask below. If you have a binder with different sections and you think that you would like to share those with me, or those who happen to read the comments, feel free to comment below. And if you have done a video about your binder, definitely share that as well. I can always find other ideas. So thank you so much for watching.